Beautiful morning in Cali. What's up, everybody? I'm Kendrick BBQ. I wanted to do a quick review on these the new grills that just came out this year. I get asked a lot. Most of you know that I just Traeger. I mean, that's what I do. I cook for the family. I cook for friends. I don't do catering or anything like that, but I just love cooking whenever I get the chance. We got the Pro 780 right here. That's not stock. I did some powder coating on that, so. But that is the Pro 780. This is the Ironwood 650, and I just recently got the Timberline 1300. I wanted to just give my honest opinion on all these. They're all Wi-Fi, which is awesome. So all three of these right out of the box, I put them together, hooked them up to the Traeger app, and they all hooked up the first time, no problems. Last year, I think it was Timberline. I used to have some issues with the app, and probably my error because I'm not the most savvy when it comes to all that. But this year, everything's been good for me, rolling real smooth with the app, getting these all fired up on the app and getting them going. I think my favorite looking one is the Pro 780 because it's got the old look still. I love the smokestack, and this still reminds me of the Pro 34, even how it performs. Last year I did a lot of my low and slow on the Pro 34 compared to the older Timberline 850. I don't know what it was, it could have been in my head, but the Pro 34 always had the best low and slow results for like my briskets and stuff, as far as how juicy they would come out, developing an awesome bark. Not saying the Timberline 850 wouldn't perform. It just always seemed a little bit different. So this is still the look. I love this grill. I've the last couple months I put so many hours on this Pro 780, and it just runs. I have nothing really to say about this grill other than it's just awesome. If you're in the market for a grill, this one's a little less money. It all depends on when you're shopping for these grills. It all depends on how big of a family you have, or how many people you're cooking for, and how much you want to spend. They're all within a few bucks of each other, but I love this grill, the Pro 780. The Timberline 1300, I'm just blown away by this machine because I have the older one, and I have the old 1300 and the old 850, and everybody that's had them knows that trying to hit that 500 degrees, it would hit it. It would take a little bit of time, and when you'd open the door and close it on the older Timberlines, it was tough for it to recover. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't quite get there. But with the new technology and this new 1300, especially the size of this thing, I was cooking on this the other day, and the 500's there. You can literally open the door for 5 seconds, 30 seconds, close it, and that temperature just snaps right back to where it needs to be. Whatever Traeger did as far as getting these to recover the way they do is mind-blowing. I mean, it's crazy how it just shows what they put in. If they bring out a grill and they know there may be some issues, they're right on it right away, and then that next release the following year they just smash it and they kill it. So here is the Ironwood 650. I will say I definitely put a decent amount of hours on this, and I love it. The only thing I have to say about this one, that not quite negative, but I work through the elements. People got to understand it's not always going to be perfect, and if you're in certain elements, you got to work with it. You just can't blame a brand, no matter what you're cooking on. Doesn't have to be Traeger. Whatever you're cooking on, you gotta use common sense. This Ironwood, I was cooking on it one day, and we had some 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. And if you look at this grill, it doesn't have the smokestack like the older grill. It's got the downdraft exhaust. So this is how this grill is exhausted. What happened was I had 30 to 40 mile an hour winds shooting directly on the back side of this grill. So it's basically placed in this position I had nothing but wind shooting in the backside of this, which I believe was affecting the, and we're not talking massive temperature swings. Say if I had it set to like 350 degrees, it might have been down to like 330, 335. So it's kind of affecting my temperatures, but it wasn't like going haywire. But what I did was, you know, without complaining or wondering what the heck was going on with the grill, I just simply flipped it around and it went back to the 350 degrees that it was set at, because I had the wind hitting the front of it directly. So sometimes you just gotta see the situation you're in and the elements you're in, and adjust to them. That's part of everything. That's part of life. So other than that, this grill hits 500 degrees. I had 500 degrees yesterday. I started it and it was at 500 degrees in 4 minutes. It's cool to see that number just climb compared to these other ones that, you know, tried to hit the 500, which they did, but it took twice the amount of time and it wouldn't recover as good. So as soon as you open the door on this at 500 degrees, you know, it could, like I said, 5 seconds to 20 seconds or whatever, you close it and it snaps right back. So it's highly impressive. I can say that I've used the Pro 780 on windy days. I haven't had any issues. I don't know if it's the smokestack or, you know, however it's designed, but that's the only thing I can say as far as that I've had an issue with, but I adjusted to it. So put this back the way it was. So like I said, it depends on what you're in the market for, and what you want to spend. You know, that's an all single walled unit. And any grill in Central California is going to work, so I don't have to worry about snow and all this. And these obviously, these work in the rain just fine no matter where you're at. This is a double walled unit on the sides right here, so you're getting some, and plus you get the seal at the front of the door on this Ironwood. So, and then you know what's awesome is you can adjust these racks on these to get that searing. So if you want to lower that and get some searing done, that's awesome. And then you got this top rack that's around here somewhere that adjusts front and back, so you can have it more towards the back or to the front. And this top shelf on the Ironwood is a lot wider than the older racks that are up on top. So it's almost like a 3/4 rack on top. So you definitely get that grilling space. And then obviously the Timberline is fully double walled, stainless steel, fully sealed door, stainless steel shills. I mean, this is an awesome machine. I'm totally impressed with the 1300 because how big it is and how my other one would run to this. It's completely mind blowing and night and day. So I would recommend any of these. Just whatever you're going to spend and however many you're going to cook for. Know that there's a Pro 575 that's smaller than that. If you have a family of 3 or 4, maybe the 575 is for you. This is a 650 Ironwood. There's an 885, which is a lot bigger. So, and then you got the Timberline 850, which is a lot smaller than this. This grill, not a lot of people necessarily need it because of the size, but it's still fun. I mean, I've done an 80-pound hog on a Timberline 1300. Taking these 2 shelves out and just sliding it right in there, you know, from head to toe. So anyway, I just want to give you guys my quick review as far as, you know, you guys constantly asking me about it, and I try and get to the DMs, the messages to you guys the best I can. So that was just my honest opinion, and y'all have a good day. Traeger on.